welcome back to another episode on Hadal TV. Today on the Hadal Sports segment, we're going to be diving into the Sbcl game, which was a playoff game between Manchester Powerhouse versus Tusaale FC, who are a Sheffield team. Today, we've actually got a special guest, as you can see on the screen, Mr. Ahmed Yassin, the coach, the man himself. Let's just see how everyone's doing. I said, Ahmed, how are we doing today?
All I'm going to say is you missed the game.
Well,
all I'm going to say.
Physically, I missed the game, but virtually, I was tuned in. I think I probably put the most comments as I was watching it live. You've probably seen it, right? It was such a great game to watch from start to finish. I think before I even go into it and reveal the scores or anything like that, for those who don't know what happened, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment. Just share your thoughts about the game, about this episode, anything you'd like us to bring. Just let us know somewhere below, and we'll take it there, man. But yeah, how we doing? How's your day? Let's just forget the game for a moment. How we feeling today?
Busy day.
Mm-hmm. Alhamdulillah. Very exhausting. Exhausted from the game from yesterday. Everyone doesn't realize it takes a lot of planning, a lot of organizing in the background, making sure the players, the team, the opposition, the competition, the community, the city was all good. So, alhamdulillah, I was doing the night shift last night. After that, I had a meeting early in the morning, the Zoom meeting, trying to sort out some of the community work. But alhamdulillah, some positive, great things in the pipeline. And also yesterday, great performance by the team and the lads, mashallah.
Definitely, man. Just kind of like mentioning the fact that you've done the night shift. You look like you haven't slept yet. You're still in the same outfit.
Bro, I'm 24/7.
You're on call, basically.
I'm on call, man. I was on call for Hadal TV to at least get this analysis of the post game for the Sbcl. I know you guys have asked me to come down for the previous analysis. Unfortunately, I've been a bit busy dealing with a few personal stuff, but alhamdulillah, Ramadan, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I think everyone's in the right place. They say the big boys come out to play after Ramadan, so I think we're out to play now.
That's it, man. That's the one. Before we actually go into the game and see some of the goals and what has happened and the scoreline, we did catch up with yourself, Ahmed Yassin. I believe we caught up with some of the opposition, whether it's the coaching, the players, and so on. So what we'll do before we just jump into it is we'll just play a bit of a clip so you guys can see what's been said.
Assalamu alaikum, coach.
Wa alaikum assalam.
We're here again, yeah?
Here again, yes, in Manchester though. Yes.
Oh, yeah? How are you looking at the game today?
It's going to be a difficult game, it's going to be scrappy.
Oh, yeah?
And we're playing the champions, so we're here to play. We're going to respect them. We're respecting them by giving our A game.
Yep.
So we're ready for it and see how it goes. It's going to be intense. Obviously, the winner gets the semi-final position.
Yep.
Semi-final position that's remaining. So yeah, it's going to be a quite intensive game.
Any prediction? A win any means necessary.
Win, yeah, definitely. Anyone will take it. Scrappy goal at the end. Yeah.
Last time you got a penalty separating you guys at the final whistle.
And yeah,
tough game.
We didn't take it, but hopefully it comes our way this time. We'll take it, and go.
Good luck for the game.
Yeah, thank you. We'll talk again.
Ahmed, let's make this quick. The game is about to start. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
It feels good today, doesn't it?
Wallahi, beautiful day. Last playoff knockout game of the competition, and then semi-finals after that. Sheffield against Manchester. We played earlier in the season. I think we were victorious. They could have drew at the end, but I think inshallah we didn't have a full strength squad. But now we got some of our big players back. We're missing a few still, but it should be a good, entertaining game inshallah.
I'm loving the energy today. You expected a big result?
Well, I see familiar faces. I see legends in the community that are here today. So nothing but takeover. You know how the script goes.
Okay, yeah. Ahmed, we're going to have to catch up later. The game is about to kick off
Inshallah,
now.
I'll catch up with you later, I said, yeah? Subscribe.
So that was the manager's reactions before the game, and they looked like they were in a good spirit. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was down for it. It was a beautiful day for football.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Sheffield were very happy to be hosted.
Definitely.
They said, and I think if you hear the manager what he said there, he goes, even if they get one scruffy goal to win the game, they'll take it. But yeah, that was the game. So now we will watch the game, the quick highlight of the game, and hopefully then we can break it down and obviously talk about the goals and stuff like that. So here's the game.
Powerhouse on 3! 1, 2, 3! Let's go!
Jump! Sammy!
Jump up first!
Stay where you are.
Hamza!
I must ask for it.
Yes, in the hole! Yeah, Hamza go, Ahmed! Yeah!
Keep it! Sammy! Jump, angle! Let's go! Billy! Hey!
Let's go! Jump, after it!
Throw your hand up.
AB, make sure the ball's gonna 100% get you. Let me jump! Shoot!
I mean, we've got to be here if we pull it back and now look at
Off the pitch!
I can get it. Inside John. Oh, what you want now? Yup. Trust me. Well done, scored one, Sach. Well done, Sach. Keep nibbling. Well done. Feel it, body in front. Don't give up. Omar, don't give up. Come on, keep coming. Well done, Omar.
Made him switch it up.
Musa, help out!
Some good players, some good players.
Good tackle. His left foot. Well done.
Well done, boys.
Well played.
Billy, hold the ball.
How old did you say?
Left.
Musa, get him. Musa, first time.
Well done, boys!
Well done, son! Oh my!
Hey, yo, that's what I get to stay wide. I'd block off the majority of upstairs seating, and I'd just put, during the games, I'd banner them so they don't protect it, and I'd just put massive United flags across it, and then hold away flag. You know, the away flag on one side, just All day. Well done, boys! Billy! Line up! If you're right footed, you look right footed.
Everyone step, boys!
Right back, check on your back, check on your shoulder.
Keep going, advancing!
I can come down for
You can have a word with him, can't you?
He's not now, he's on touch.
Yeah, he's
Boys, don't forget you're winning this.
Where are you from?
I'm from Leicester. We have a journey, but it's good team. I've been to Manchester many times anyway. So.
Well done, it's coming. Well done, Serge. Well done, Serge. Take a little shit. Effort. Go. No, sorry. That's it. That's it. Give me a rush. We're not going to come out, guys. What's that, Libya? Go.
Ahmed, that was an amazing game. That
Wow.
was 7-win trashing that was.
You know, I've tried to warn.
You trying to warn them?
I tried to warn them.
Here comes the statements.
You know, a big warning sign, hazardous. Should have been on the Sbcl trophy after we took it. You know, we're a hazard to ourselves. I think the only team that can beat us is ourselves when we're not prepared, when we're not firing on all cylinders. But when the boys are up for it, honestly, it's only big statements that get made. I know last season it was 8-1 against Leicester. And then I know recently in the group stages, I think we beat Cardiff after we had some bad results due to complacency. So ever since then, I think the boys have been raring to go, and especially after Ramadan, I think they just wanted to make sure a few people realised and understood. Listen, we are still the reigning and defending and undisputed champions, so that's what champions do. When you need to rise to the occasion, you come to the party, and I think we've finally come to the party of the competition for this year.
Just talk me through, because I kind of tuned in a little bit late. Obviously, I'm like across the pond right now, so the time's a bit all over the place. As soon as I tuned in, it was already 2-0. So talk me through just the first 2 goals, what happened, who scored, who assisted, how both teams started. Was it KG? Like, just talk me through how it started.
Yeah, I think, to be fair with you, I think the scoreline, it makes us look a lot better than Sheffield. I think, mashallah, you know, Sheffield as a team, in terms of management, with Yusuf and the rest of the lads, the players, they're a good team. Wallahi, mashallah.
They played well.
They played well. They've got some great individual talent. Collectively, I think they'll be a force, but maybe in a different era, if Manchester wasn't around, you know. Sadly, I did say to them, your best luck is probably meeting us at a final, if you want to get to a final. But in terms of while we're still playing in this competition, I think it's curtains for most teams. But in terms of the way the game went, I think they were ready. They brought some real firepower. They had the likes of Jax, who plays semi-pro, their centre midfielder, tall lad, mashallah, baller. But again, there's levels to this game. Like when we played them away at Sheffield, I know we played a lot of our fringe players, young players, and we still got a result, 2-1. Now this time we had the return of the likes of Omar, Ibrahim, Jabs, Munye, Yasser, Hassan Salim. So again, we had Sami in net as well. So just throughout the squad, we were a lot more stronger. In terms of the first goal, I think, again, poster boy, Saj, literally terrorizing the opposition the last few rounds. Again, top performance by him. He got himself 2 goals. I believe he got 2 assists as well.
Yeah, definitely seen 1 assist. Yeah.
Yeah, so he started the first goal great into play.
But before you go into the goals, and obviously I was there, I watched the goals. So how was it today? Like this game, the difference between, because like we came up firing from minute go. Like I remember that as soon as the game started, we had a chance. The goalkeeper was like struggling to get the ball because like he almost trying to beat the goalkeeper as well. So that was like first few 30 seconds. I think, so what was the reason for like the quick start? We have not seen quick start for the past few games. We always like starting slow. We get 1 goal down first, but bang bang, it's like 2 goals straight in, and everybody's calm.
I think the reason for that is pretty simple, and I think we did it in the last group game against Newmount. If you remember, Billy scored an absolute free kick in the first minute. I think it was the first attack. One of our players fouled. Billy off the crossbar, top bin. I think it's one of the best goals of the season so far in the Sbcl. If you haven't seen it, have a look back on YYMedia. I think it was a great day on that.
It's on Hadal TV, by the way, as well.
It's on Hadal TV, sorry. Yeah. It was a great day in Birmingham where you had different cities turn up on that day. And I think ever since what happened in Birmingham, I think the boys have been serious. So preparation, I think that's the difference. I think in Newmount, even in this game against Sheffield, we started with a blitz. So although once we start with that blitz, I think we overwhelm oppositions. I don't think they think we can come at them at that speed and at that velocity with the technical ability, but the hunger, the drive, it's just a little bit too much. We put teams on the back foot. They say everyone's got a plan. They say till you get hit in the nose. So we don't wait for them to throw the first punch. We throw the first punch. So I think that's what it was with the first attack.
Yeah, I think we
had a chance from it with Billy. But again, it's about preparation. If we prepare, I think, Ahmed, you know yourself, the last 2 games, we've been a bit more prepared and organised in the background. So once we do that, I think everything on the field then
I like it. It was very aggressive. Very aggressive from minute go. There was no you could notice straight away they're up for the game. Even the change room. I don't know if you've seen the footage. Oh, if you haven't seen it yet, we'll put that in there. I've seen the energy in the change room. So a lot of energy in there. Like you could see because I came out of the change room thinking, I like this. It's a bit of energy.
That's what was inspired to put his boots on.
Yeah, I was like, I like this. You know what I mean?
I know Baka. Baka was doing some filming behind the scenes. I know Sajid was doing some photography. So shout out to both of them. Yeah. I do need to know the name of the production that Baka is working under to kind of give him the spotlight as well. But in terms of the footage that Hadal TV got, Baka got, Sajid got, YYMedia, it's growing, and it's looking good for the semi-finals, inshallah.
Perfect. In terms of, we're not going to go through all 7 goals as we've seen in the highlights, but which particular goal or which play stood out to you the most, thinking, you know what, back to back is probably on more than ever now?
Yeah, I think the first goal with Billy, when you have Yasser on the left side, Saj on the right, and Billy in a false 9, and then Omar just behind them. Yeah. Curtains, and then you still got the likes of Mo Sarr on the bench. And then you've got captain who was away in Barcelona. Don't ask me why. I think he booked this holiday prior. So we were missing the captain. We were missing Abdul Rashid, who scored the winning goal in the final. Big Abdi. We were missing our talisman for our main striker, YT, Yusuf Teflon. So we were...
Still a strong team out there.
Yeah, we still put a strong squad out. And I think with the names that I did name in terms of who started,
Yeah.
I think Saj, Yasir, Billy had a good chemistry between themselves, and there was a few chances. The scoreline could have been a lot bigger. I think one of the goals that stood out for me was probably Omar's goal, the second one.
Okay.
We scored it. Yeah, we scored early, but I think the next goal would also just settle things, calm the boys, and also just put Sheffield on the back foot even more.
Yeah.
The Saj won it in his own half. Had a challenge, kind of rode the challenge, used his speed, got away, attracted a few players towards him. You know, Omar, similar to a bit like the Cardiff game in the semi-finals last year, the dagger, you know.
Yeah.
Can't be leaving Omar empty on the outside the box. Again, a beautiful low shot, just bounced it in front of the keeper.
Yeah.
Very hard, doesn't matter who the keeper is, it's very hard to stop those ones. And I think Omar got the second goal for us, and that kind of just settled the nerves a bit. But I believe Billy's third goal kind of on a set piece, he scored with a header. He's been on fire, Billy. He's, I think, the top goal scorer for us.
He's averaging 2 goals a game.
Yeah, I think he's nearly on double figures.
He's having a great campaign this year, I would say.
I think so. I think last year, I think Yasir stood out. Omar, the likes of Ahmed Ali, Moha, were probably getting more attention. But I think Billy's a special talent. You know, Yasir is a special talent. Saj is special. Omar, we know what he can do, but I think Billy we lost him after the quarterfinal last season due to him picking up a long-term injury with his ankle.
Yeah.
Against OIR, which I remember he scored an absolute screamer against him at home. Again, having good players like him fit, I know the quality that they bring, but I think he's one of the best talents, not just in Manchester, but across the UK, probably around the world. He's one of the best talents. I'd get him in the national team if I was for someone, you know.
No, definitely, man. To be honest, a lot of the players could get into the national team. You did roll out just some players there, Billy, Saj, Yasir, and a lot of them were playing yesterday. A segment that we like to do on our show here is do the player ratings. So if we were to kind of go from the back and work our way all the way to the attacking positions, what's the ratings? It won't be easy. I think, like on reflection, the ratings have been really high on the last 2 games. I'm gonna say, especially the Cardiff one, because everyone was just on crazy form. 8, 9s, 1 or 2 got 10s, and so on. How would you compare this performance, the last 2 games, to what ratings would you give? So I'll let you take the floor on that one.
I think this is probably the best performance so far this season.
Oh, is it? Maybe it's because I wasn't there in person. I didn't really get to, immerse myself in it. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it was the best performance so far this season. It was very aggressive. And then obviously, Sheffield, it wasn't an easy game. You know what I mean? Sheffield did put up a good fight. They didn't take their chances. And the reason why they didn't take chances is, like, Sami had a very good game. I think he's in a competition for man of the match for me. Like, that good. Like, he made some outstanding saves.
I think he made he didn't have much to do, but there were probably 3-4 occasions where lapses of concentration from defenders or
one-on-ones
or loose balls going through and the opposition were in one-on-one and he pulled off one-on-one.
I think it was like
one with his feet,
one with his hands. Yeah,
another one. Even his catching in terms of set pieces. I know they're a threat. Sheffield with long throws.
That would have give the the game. It would have pushed the game back into like a bit more fight. But he snuffed that out, and then basically every time he makes a save, you can see that they get demoralized, and he was taking the win out of the Sheffield team. So I think he's in a good shot for man of the match for me. So.
I think personally, I think with me and Mubsy, we were talking about it on the sideline because even Mubsy's energy, the boys on the sideline, Abdul Wahab, great, what they were doing, Ahmed Ali, supporting yourself, Esed, great. But me and Mubsy were talking about Sammy because he joined us last year, very young, still 16 years of age. And we were saying, you know what, he's grown within the space of a year. He's become a man, mashallah, he's grown in confidence, being around the boys, and you can see it through his performances. Where he was shy and reserved, now he's
more commanding.
Yeah, he's more commanding. Yeah.
I've got a little story for you of him. If you guys want to know.
Go on, as long as it's YouTube friendly. Anyway. Go on.
The last game in Birmingham, so he was coming back with me.
Oh yeah, the right back.
Yeah, so he's coming back with me right back. So it was me, DJ Mo. So we thought, you know what, we'll go to a Somali restaurant, innit? So we went to the Somali restaurant. We ordered some food. I said, yo, Sammy, don't worry about it. Order whatever you want, yeah? me and DJ Mo, we're eating. DJ Mo is eating a rice and steak. I'm eating rice and meat. The kid just sat there and went, can I have a chicken nugget and chips, please?
Hey, you can't knock the generation, man. Chicken nugget and chips goes a long way, bro.
The waiter flinched. He was like, yeah, we got that. I'm like, me and DJ Mo looked at each other thinking, what are you doing? What's this? Are you trying to embarrass me?
I do have to defend him a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
With Sammy, he's got Algerian background, so maybe he hasn't fully embraced the Somali. But in terms of on the pitch, he's fully embraced that Somali culture. In terms of the food, I'll make sure
next time you get involved.
Okay, I'm gonna push this for a rating here. What are we saying for Sammy?
Me personally, I would give him an 8.
Solid.
In terms of his performance, he did well, but I'm probably going to be a little bit more harsher than you guys. I have seen the previous ratings, very high numbers. I'm always one to give ratings that are a little bit realistic for room for improvement, so just to keep boys. So by all means, if you want to give the high ratings, I know the boys' egos will be happy with that. But again, as the manager coach, I have to kind of manage the personalities and egos. So inshallah,
Sammy, like I was gonna make him my man of the match.
I gotta say to you, in the change rooms after the game, I did ask everyone. This person could have been the man of the match. This person could have been.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Don't get me wrong.
And every time I mentioned one particular name, like Sammy, they all cheered for him, and he had the respect of the boys. So definitely, he was one of the contenders.
Do you know the reason why I was going to give him the man of the match is because he killed the game. All the boys did their job. The centre backs absolutely fantastic. Apart from the little thing that I got through from them. They did, as a team, they did very well. But one thing that I liked about Sammy's performance is he basically killed their energy, because they played very, very good to get through the back line. And when they finally did it, 3 different occasions, one-on-ones, he saved all.
Yeah. And I think in the first half, there was one where I think the only threat where they could kind of have any success from was the long throws. And I think we managed it as well as we could. There was one occasion where they got through with the second ball of the long throw, and I think one of our players didn't clear it, and their main centre midfielder, literally from 6 yards out, point blank, should have scored, but Sammy pulled off a worldie of a save with his feet. So I think that set the tone in terms of.
I'm giving him a 9.
Okay, there we go. We got there in the end. Sammy, to be honest, he does look a lot more commanding. I think it was the game against, I'm going to say, Yeah, maybe the last Sheffield game where he was doing a lot of chopping in the back, you know, a couple of times there and there. And he almost got found out. But this time he came across very clean in his play. It's probably the best way to describe it. I'm going to leave the rating to you guys because I wasn't fully immersed in the, you know, atmosphere and everything. So next, back four. You can start from the fullbacks, or you can go from the two at the back, AB and Jabs. What are we saying?
I think AB and Jabs, amazing.
They were solid.
Solid. To be fair, to be going up against some good attacking players. Amir, their number 10 is very good. Jax, who plays for Staley Bridge, I believe. So, you know, for AB, I know I'm a big fan of AB. He's come out of the Ahmed Yassin School of Defence, you know.
Very calm.
Very
calm on the ball. I like it.
I don't think he gets a lot of credit as he should, because he's not as vocal on the sidelines. But in terms of his performance, he's a big time player.
Yeah, he's very consistent. He gives you like consistent performances, game in, game out. There's no like.
Nah, I've been impressed with him for the last 2 games.
I think if you remember, he's a centre back, and I remember
he plays ball as well.
Last season, you had the likes of Ahmed Ali and Moha. So just based on because they were a little bit older, more experienced, that was the only reason they were getting ahead of him. But they weren't getting ahead of him because they were that much better than him. I think he's right up there, same level, if not as good. He's got potential.
Yeah, but he's improved this year as well. Yeah, like from the first couple of games I saw him, and the last 2-3 games I've seen him, he's been solid.
I think even in terms of I think he got 2 assists in yesterday's game as well.
Oh,
his distribution, I think the goal for
very calm.
The Kasim Squeaks for the sixth goal or 7th goal where he lobbed the keeper.
Yeah.
Nice long ball from.
What a goal that was! What a
quality goal!
But they kind of gifted you that one. To be fair,
the keeper had no business being there.
Well, yeah, I think they know themselves. But go on.
I think the defender misread the ball.
Yeah,
should have headed it.
You could see it. You could see it straight away.
Yeah, the keeper was in no man's land again. Though Kasim, who's been a good player at youth level for us, used to be top goal scorer on the 18s when he was younger. Again, getting him back into the fold this season. We're missing Mubsy, big player, Somali Haaland, as they say, machine for machine. Yeah, but he's coming back from a long-term injury, broke his leg at the beginning of the season. But again, I think Kasim is kind of a similar type of player, hold up, old school target man, but he's got a bit of finesse in him where he can score the nice outrageous goals. Credit
he's a striker basically. Yeah, like the way he plays. Yeah,
but I think AB, the Cardiff game, he's balls into the little pockets in between the lines. He's very good at that, and I think that's credit to him. So I think AB, I would give a 9.
Ooh,
I can't argue with that because he's just like, you know what they say, the Rolls Royce of defense, as Rio says it. He's just cool, calm, collected at the back, just to take play.
You're not making this easy.
I think you got to remember as well. I could really, to be fair, maybe you might give him a 10 because I remember there was even in the second half, there was one where the right winger went past our left back, came inside, went past Jabs or something, and I think AB made a slide tackle. He was still on the floor. Another player came to take the ball. He made another challenge, blocked it. Jabs then came and blocked it. And I think that little clip in itself, or that little bit of action, showcased what Jabs and AB were about, which was, you're not coming past us. If you want to go through, you might have to go to the fullbacks, but you're not coming through the heart of the defense. Yeah. So credit to both of them. I think even Jabs, he made some crucial slide tackles.
Aggressive.
I think
I like that. A few of them were just going in. I was like, ugh.
I think there was a nice balance of Rio and Vidic.
You can see that because he always like cleaning him after he goes in hard. And I like that.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm gonna give them both of them a 9.
I'm giving both of them I'm giving both of them an 8.
the only reason why I've given the 9s to the centre backs is because I used to play as the centre back.
That's biased.
Hey, wait till we get to the right back position. Go on, I'm joking.
And this is the thing, the only one. You should see him give right backs every time. He's giving high scores to right backs every time.
Ahmed, listen.
Bro, try playing right back, bro.
Now, listen, like I can see there's a lot of bias going on. So, I was a striker. Do you know what I mean? And they win the games. Do you know what I mean? They get all the glory. So I'm always trying to share the glory with the centre back, the goalkeepers. Because to be honest with you, I can watch that game and go, you know what, Billy, I have understanding. This guy scored 2 goals. But sometimes, like, what defeats the goalkeeper, the other team could be, we can't get through this goalkeeper today. Do you know what I mean? That can kill them. And I think that's why I'm giving Sammy so far 9.
With me, though, it's a saying which is, with good attackers, they can win you games.
Yeah.
Good defenses win you trophies.
Yeah, 100%.
So 100%. I think if you can get the base and the foundation right, with the keeper and the back 4 and the midfielder who's sitting in front of them, I think then you're hard to beat. When you are hard to beat, all you need to do is just get a goal. But at the same time, we've got great players that can entertain, and we've got the firepower as well. So we're ready in all positions.
So yeah, for me 8, for them. Some is still 9. So here we go.
Fullbacks. Munoz.
I think Munoz. They didn't do too much wrong. I think Munoz, I would have gave him an 8 in terms of attacking wise. We didn't really need him to do much. He could have done more. But in terms of defensively, he was very good. He covered. He won some crucial headers and followed the runners. I think the only blemish on him would be giving away the penalty. I don't think it was a penalty.
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. I rewinded, watched it.
Yeah, I kind of watched the highlights back myself this morning, and when I watched it, I thought it was just too soft. But at the same time, when we're winning by 5-0, we do sometimes get referees, giving out charity, tokenism.
To be honest,
Now the pressure was on him because there was a lot of complaints.
So me personally, because of him giving away the penalty, that's the only blemish on our performance yesterday. I would have probably given him an 8, but I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Yeah. I wasn't very impressed with him, to be honest.
Okay, calm down. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't really impressed with his performance. I think I've seen him play a lot better. I think
100%.
Yeah, the game that he played in Birmingham, he was solid, going back forth. Like it's like he was very aggressive. I think in this game, because maybe because the pressure wasn't on, he had a casual game.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know how good
Munoz is. I've seen him play,
and I believe there's a lot more to his game. And I think he's just saving himself for the semis and the final. You remember what he did last year in the final? Second goal. It was that right back who. It wasn't the centre back. It was the right made that run.
Because sometimes I was in the line, and then the AP would get the ball or something like that, and I would just get to the. I'm shouting him to come to the line because he wants to go for a run. I'm like, no, just give him an option. But I think he had a casual game. I mean, he didn't do too much wrong, and it wasn't a threat going forward. So obviously,
I think there was so much threat. Like we're winning by so many goals so early in the game.
Yeah,
everyone kind of it's what Ahmed. Another Ahmed, which we're going to show a clip later of. One of the fans kind of commented on, because of the level was kind of where it wasn't. Our players kind of almost dropped a little bit. So they kind of not like in quality or anything, but just the level of intensity wasn't as.
So he gets a 7 from.
Cool, 7.5 and 7. We'll do that. And on the other side,
Abbas, I'd give Abbas. Yeah, I think he
played left back.
Yeah, he played left back. I think we got a little bit more joy from the left-hand side. I think we were attacking more from the left side, and I think he played some nice interchange with Yaz, with Ishi, with Hassan in the middle, with Omar. but also getting the ball to Yaz and Billy in between the lines. I thought he did some nice through balls. Defensively, I think he was pretty strong. Maybe one or two occasions where they got the best of him. I think that's an area that we do need to work on. Again, he's one of the youngest players in the squad, but probably one of the promising players for the future. So, I'd probably give him an 8 for his performance yesterday.
Asad?
Yeah, I think I agree with everything that Ahmed said. I think because of the two centre backs and the goalkeeper was strong, I think they didn't have too much going. They weren't running back a lot. Do you know what I mean? But it was more like how much could they distribute the ball into the midfield? Do you know what I mean? The positioning, and that's what they're more going to be judged on, because they were not desperately running back and trying to make last ditch tackles or anything like that. It was more like how much can they get? I mean, how much can they use the ball and go forward and offer options and stuff like that. It was more like going forward. What they're going to do? You know what I mean? Are they available? You know what I mean? Are they going to overlap? Are they going to do this? It was like the extra bits that you need from your fullback. That's what we're judging them on. But when it comes to defending, they were solid. And the backs were covering every single time. And actually, Sammy, we already talked about him. So for me, it gets a 7 as well.
Cool. In terms of the formation, what did we do in the middle? Because obviously I'm not there. I wasn't there.
Listen,
so what did you do in the middle?
Sometimes I don't know what the hell goes on in there. All I see is 3 triangle just twisting around. Do you know what I mean? 1 minute it's like this, the next minute it's like this, the next minute it's like this. It's like, who's in there?
So who was where? Just talk me through that.
In terms of centre midfielders, we had Ishi.
Holding?
Just sitting, most of the time.
To be fair, we had 2 players in the anchor. We had Hassan and Ishi, and then Omar as a 10. To kind of combat against letting their best player play. I think I forget his name. He's a good player, the tall lad, and sent him for them. I think we remember
he's a good player.
Yeah, when we played against him in Sheffield, and Billy did a job, frustrating him and not letting him play, because I think once you let him play, so he will find players. He's got a good pass on him.
Yeah.
I think what he didn't realize was there's levels to this game, and Omar was kind of just on him constantly. And whenever Omar did win the ball, we were straight into the transition
counter. Yeah.
So it didn't play to their strength. I think centre mid is probably one of our strongest positions. We still had the likes of Abdi, Drapes missing. So competition should be healthy, but in terms of the guys that did play, I think both Ishi and Hassan, fantastic. I couldn't really decide between the two if I was going to give a man of the match to either of them. But in terms of, I think Hassan again he was captain for the day. Again, great leadership. Always shows it in the community, shows it in the football teams. Proud of him. Kind of marshaled the midfield with Ishi. Ishi was dope.
Kept it simple.
Yeah,
kept the nice
beautiful.
Ishi is that guy, man. I always say this. Ishi is just that player. You won't know of him. You won't even see him on the pitch.
In the game,
but he's just kind of just making it tick.
You need one of those guys in your team, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Some of the spectators, some of the committee members, even the opposition, the one player that they apart from the obvious players that are in the attacking position, he's one of the names that those that know the pure essence of the game and game in terms of the IQ of it. This guy is a manager's luxury, mashallah, and you could put him anywhere and he would do a great job for you. Me personally, he's one of my go-to guys. He's very versatile, but in terms of starting the philosophy and the way we want to dictate the tempo, covering the defenders, he may not be the one who's assisting, he may not be the one scoring, but he's the one who's initiating, he's the one who's instigating.
That's fire there.
I think he plays between the lines. He's the one who's getting those balls into the Omars, into the Billies, so once they turn, everyone notices the attacking players doing what they're doing, but they're not noticing how did they get that ball in the first place. And I think if you understand the game, you will respect and love for having a player like Ishi. So I think he's got the love and the respect from us as my coaching, backroom staff, and especially the players love playing with him. So
definitely, man.
Ishi and Hassan, both of them experienced, marshalled in the field. Me personally, I would give them probably 8.5 each.
Cool.
Oh, I can't disagree with that. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that one.
8.5.
Yeah, I don't think there's no dispute on that one.
And Omar up top.
Well,
when I say up top, I mean on the midfield.
Bro, he was a machine. He was everywhere. There, here, there. And it's like, where's this guy? You know what I mean? I need to know wherever he was on that day. Like, that's way too much energy. Do you know what I mean? Some of his goals were good. His energy was good. The tackling. He's 1 minute attacking, 1 minute defending.
Skills.
Oof.
You know.
Yeah.
Mashallah, wallahi. What a talent. What a talent. Mashallah.
Yeah.
It's a joy to watch him play. It's a joy to see what he can do on a pitch. You know, mashallah. He's definitely not just one of the best in Manchester, but I think he's again with Billy and the best, some of our best players, probably right up there as the best player in the squad. In terms of what he did yesterday, he helped the team out, do a tactical job. But in terms of he got a goal, he was positive.
Every time he gets the ball, I'll keep shouting, shoot!
He doesn't shoot, does he? Well, not often, anyways.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Sbcl, but I feel like it's his competition. Last season, I think he should have got the player of the tournament with Ahmed Ali, probably them two fighting it out. But Omar, excellent last season again. Probably not been scoring as many goals, but has scored some crucial, important goals throughout this season. But again, when you need the big boy players, he came up with the second goal and was a constant danger, creating chances, opening up space. Maybe if he was better with the final ball in the final third a few occasions, we would have probably got more goals. So I won't give him a 10, but I will give him a 9.
Solid. I said.
Yeah, I think Ahmed said it all there. 9. What a performance! I mean, it was a joy to watch. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was like, that's the guy that you want behind you for a striker.
Yeah.
He finds you. It reminds me of Yusuf Kosher. And he was
IQ,
bro,
just different level.
You can if you be measured with that guy's name, bro. You know what I'm saying? Baller.
Let me tell you a little story though. With Omar, I remember during the pandemic times when a lot of the Man United, Man City under 23 players, due to the lockdowns, weren't playing competitive football. We had our young coach Mohammed Abdullah, my young apprentice. He was doing some underground football tournaments with the likes of, Alanga, Cole Palmer. And I remember Cole Palmer was asking Omar and Billy and them, what team do you guys play for? Because they were terrorizing the likes of them players. And that was only like 2 years ago. So that's the caliber of these players. Put some respect. You see what Cole Palmer's doing this year with Chelsea, and he's asking our boys, who are you playing for? Thinking that they're playing for a big professional team. They are playing for a big team. It's called Manchester Powerhouse.
Did he come down to when we played Crew?
No.
Crew as Antra?
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, it might be a bit. I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
Not this though. I'm just joking. Keep it in.
All right, cool. In terms of the two on the flanks, you had Saj on the right, I believe, and Billy on the left.
No, we had Yaz on the left.
Sorry, Yaz on the left. Billy as a as a
false 9, yeah. And Alugu, I think with Yaz, great player, probably one of our best players, someone who can change a game with a split second, He can always got that danger. So that's why I always like to have him on the field. I think this season he's been struggling the last few months. He's been struggling with an injury, groin injury. So he has come back from a long
Bro, he doesn't look like someone who's struggling with anything. He's killing people for life.
But imagine that's him injured or coming back.
Bro.
There's a bit more to his game. He's probably more explosive than that. But at the minute,
he wasn't as explosive in yesterday's game, which I know why. But yeah,
I think so. For me, he was still a threat. He was still creating problems.
Did well,
but I think he's just not sharp, and I think that's due to the injuries. So we gave him a good 60, 65 minutes to kind of get minutes under his belt and hopefully get him ready for the next latter stages. But in terms of what he did do, he was a threat. So I will give him a 7.5, 8 maybe. He had chances where he should have probably finished on another day. He takes chances. That's an 8. That's a 9. You know.
I think I kind of agree with what Ahmed said as well. I think we're not disagreeing a lot here. He's one of my favorite players to watch. So definitely, for me, is an 8.
Listen, Yasser is Mr. Manchester. You know.
Yeah, to me,
he's a crowd. He's a
crowd pleaser, man.
He's a crowd's favorite.
At one point, like, you know what he did to 2 players? It was like it was on the other side of the far end where I was. It was like he done one, done the second one, and the third one thought I'd launch at him, and he came out from I was like,
he's low.
The whole crowd was like, just like, woo.
He's low center of gravity.
Yeah, because he's just like, it's like, you know what, Ahmed, you would hate him playing against him if you were in the right back.
Nah, I'm taking man's out. But go on. This guy, I said, doesn't know me, bro. Yo, the game's changed, bro. I would hate to clap.
I do know you.
Nah,
to be fair,
bro.
that's what Spider-Man. He used to stuck on people, bro.
He's the original Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, Bissaka, yeah.
Yo, I'd give you a run for your money right now. But anywho, we're talking about me today. Cool. So that's Yaz. Saj.
I think, you know what, Saj was probably right up there for one of the man of the matches. Again, every game he plays, he's always up there for man of the match performance. But I think yesterday he's a little bit disappointed because I brought him off when he was on his hat trick. I think I did a little Pep Guardiola Haaland situation, you know. But again, it's just to keep him hungry, but also give a bit more game time to the rest. I think we were. The way the game was, the scoreline, we thought let's give the other boys a bit of a run out. But in terms of Saj, I think he was 2 goals, 2 assists. You know what I mean? I'd give him a 9.5.
Ooh,
that's one of the match as well, by the way, Saj. From what I saw of the YouTube live stream, so that's my take. Saj, man of the match. But Asad,
I'll give him a 9.
Cool. And up top, Billy.
Again, you know what? I'm gonna let the.
You're gonna leave this one to me.
No, I'm not gonna leave it with you. But I know the boys are watching this one, so they might not be too happy with me. But honestly, he's probably one of my favorite players. I've been around Billy since he was a young kid. I was probably his first ever coach. Now I've seen this boy's journey. I think we need to promote talents like this. Wallahi, it's irrelevant if we're from Manchester. I think within the competition, he's been one of the best players. Sadly, you didn't get to see him in the final last year because of injury. But yesterday, he was everywhere. He was bringing the ball down. He was bringing others into play. He was scoring goals. He was assisting. You know, as a false 9. And I know he's not playing in his favourite position, which is on the wings. So he's probably better on the left wing. But at the minute, we've got the likes of Yasser and Mosa, who probably are limited to playing on those positions. So again, he's shown again how versatile he is, playing in midfield, playing on the wing, playing up top by himself. And again, he's been the top goal scorer for us. He's been on fire in the competition. He scored some amazing goals. I think this kid should be playing at a very high level, you know. So I'm going to be biased because I know he's a quiet lad. He doesn't speak out as much as probably others on social media and stuff like that. So I'm going to give him a 9.5. Sorry. So him and Saj actually got 9.5. So it's decide between you who's the man of the match. You know.
That's it.
I agree with everything you just said. I think Billy's been, for the past few games, been very consistent, averaging around two goals a game. Is had a very good game. Like I'm gonna be a bit harsh and say he could have done better on this game that we just played. Like there's a few times where like his positioning was like he's going back in because he's that midfielder as well. He's still like that, has that midfielder mind.
Yeah,
so
false nine.
Yeah, so
he's playing out of position, so he's naturally being, you know,
he's dragging himself in. So like sometimes I'm like just like push out, you know what I mean? Be the first guy. So, but I think it's still, you know, because the levels that he's playing from, like, because it's a different level. Like even when if he's performing 8, he still looks like a 9 or 10. Do you know what I mean? But he has that ability where like he can take the game. Do you know what I mean? He can get that. I mean, every game that we watched the last 2 games, so it was a Birmingham.
He always stands out,
bro. He could have had a hat-trick in both games.
If you remember, even in the Birmingham game, he didn't even play. He didn't play the first half. He only came on the second half.
Yeah.
And that's when we actually scored. He got a goal for us. Made the game get close. Again, what a lot of people don't remember was for up to about 75 minutes, that Birmingham game, it was like 2-2.
Yeah.
It was only the last 10,
most of our first 11 were on the bench.
Yeah, a lot of the first team.
And they know why they want the bench.
They needed to learn a lesson. But at the same time, we didn't have a keeper. We had 2 left gloves. You know, they never mention, but they also don't mention on the 3rd goal that they scored with the overhead kick.
Offside.
The striker's offside is the keeper. But the referee, the opposition didn't say no.
Nah, you know, I think it's one of those games that we needed to have.
We're not going to revisit that episode, so we'll just park up there.
No, guys.
Go on. We've covered this like in detail. But go on.
Till the final, mate.
We'll let Ahmed Yassin have his say on this. But go on.
You guys covered this. I never got my chance to fully cover this. Listen, I love what Birmingham is doing in terms of their setup, their players, their platforms within their city. Amazing, mashallah. I love it. But don't disrespect us. Don't ever disrespect us and think that you're better than us. We were not focused on yous. We thought we'd let yous come to the party. Yous came to the party. For someone who's not won the competition, yous are talking a little too much. And I think yous do that every year. Yous give it the big talk. We've got to the semi-finals.
Reminds me of the team.
We've got to the semi-finals. They've been talking a lot the last few seasons. They get to the semi-final, but they never get to the final. We've got our own business to take care of in terms of OYR, which I don't want to disrespect them because they're a very good team, and you know what, they've been one of the best teams. Yeah. So I don't want to disrespect them, but then again, I'm confident in our team and I'm confident in the results we had against OYR last season. So I can only go off that I believe we should be favourites to beat them as the defending reigning champions. Unless you beat us, which I don't think OYR has yet, then yeah, you got a draw at home against us, which was again similar to the Birmingham game. Lads playing earlier in the day, not taking it as serious. So please, OYR, Birmingham, Wembley Rangers, take note. When we are not here to take part, we're here to take over, and not only take over, we're here to break records this year. So there ain't no team that's defended the trophy. Now Birmingham, please just meet us at the final. That's all I'm saying to you. You talked a big game, you disrespected Manchester, you disrespected your homeboy Ahmed Ali, who brought a bit of attention to you boys. Yeah. But again, when he left you won it with Manchester first season. We won it in our first season. Yeah. Like I said, big boys come out to play. Machine for machine, boys. Just make sure your machine is ready. This is when it really matters, not in the group stage.
We did have a machine for machine guest in our game as well. He had a few words as well. We're going to show that after this, hopefully.
Yeah, listen.
Cool.
the spectators are ready, the team's ready, and most importantly, I'm ready. And that's the last thing you need, boys. If you want my attention, you got my attention.
I think we lost track here. What did I give Billy? Did I give Billy anything?
You could throw a number out.
Yeah, so I give Billy a 9.
Cool.
Yeah.
And in terms of the bench, we're just going to do a quick fire round. Who came on for who, and what are we rating them?
I think it was
first player who came on was Musa. Again, tactical. Yassin did what he needed to do in terms of causing problems for their defense, but kind of draining them out. So when we do bring on Musa, he's having to deal with less energetic defenders, and especially with his power, pace, skill, athleticism. I know he's always a problem. But he came on, first touch, goal. So he's a bright talent. I think that is another kid that should be right up there at the highest levels, playing professional. So he's our own Sadio Mane, Musa. He got a goal, won a penalty. I'll give him an 8.5, 8.
That's it.
I think because he's not played the full 90 minutes and his performance on the second half, I think he was very, very good. I'll give him a 7.5 because obviously, if he would have played the full fight for 90 minutes, I think he would have been shout with higher score.
Cool. Next sub.
I think Jibril came on. Yeah. I think he went on left wing and then went into left back position. I think he didn't do too much wrong. Again, it's not the easiest coming off the bench and going to play in defence or not getting into the flow of the speed of the game. But once he adjusted, he kind of fitted nicely into it. So again, good quality player, Jibril, very versatile. Love his character, great kid, great lad. The boys, he's one of the boys' favourites. He's always loved by everyone. And I would give him a 7.5, probably 7.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement, 7.
Cool. Did anyone else come on? Apart from those two?
As well.
Fataya came in right back for Munye. Again, he was very bright. Yeah, when he came on,
he was up for the game.
Up for it, quick feet. Went past a few players, gave good passes. Defensively, made some good interceptions. Again, as I've said to Fataya, you've got a bit of competition with Munye at the minute, so just keep fighting. You're not doing much wrong. It's just you gotta take Munye's place basically. So, but I think he's one for the future. As I've said to him, just be patient,
aggressive as well. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. He's definitely. If we're in this competition for 5-10 years, he's one of the future players that will be potential captain maybe. So Fataya just needs to be patient. But I think he did well. Again, like Jibs, 7.5.
I'll probably give him 7 as well.
Cool. Anyone else? Because I didn't really see the subs.
Yeah. I think who came on was young Abubakar.
Okay.
Our youngest player. I don't know if he's the youngest player in the competition. He's 16. Again, quality left winger, a right winger, left-footed. Technically amazing. I think he's very shy and reserved at the minute. I don't think everyone's seen what he's got. We've been working on him the last 3 years, probably, maybe longer. But I'm a fan of the kid. I'm always about promoting the youth and giving them a chance and opportunity. And I think he's definitely one to watch. If you like Yassin, if you like Billy Omar, this kid is in that cloth. Trust me, I've been around them boys when they were young. So watch out for Abubakar. But again, I don't think he had much in terms of getting onto the ball and doing much with it. But I don't think he had much
involvement.
So I would void his rating for now, as I know that he's got more in his locker.
Cool.
I'll just say 5, not because of anything in his fault.
5 seems quite low.
Average is 6.
I would say 6, 6.5, 7.
We'll do the 6 because obviously there was not a lot for him to do.
Did you come on like towards the end, like end?
Last 12 minutes.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And you have
Yeah, it's not nothing that he's done or anything like that. I think we're just trying to make it as like average as possible. Because obviously we don't want to say 7 because some of the guys who came in a bit earlier did quite a bit. Because it came later in the game, obviously. I could say probably about 6.
And then you got the player who Squeaks who chipped the keeper. What we're saying with him? What minute during the game did he come on?
He came on the same time as Abu Bakr, so they both came on at the same time.
Okay.
Again, I probably would have said void his rating because there was probably not much for him to do.
Yeah.
But what I like about Kasim is off the ball. He's one of those strikers that
works hard.
If you're a defender, if you're a midfielder, this guy will not give you a second or a minute, and he's good enough to win the ball back. And I think we create chances from that as well, winning the ball back in the final third.
Yeah.
Again, I think he's something different to a lot of Somali attackers. He's kind of like that old school English target man, strong, knows how to use.
He's got that Tevez energy in it. Like, he won't give you a bit of a time off. If you're a centre back, you got to work hard on him.
Me personally, I've been around this lad. I know his journey as well. He's been with me at youth level. I remember he used to be on the bench, used to play fullback, different positions. I remember he took the initiative at 14, 15, reached out to me, asked me, what can I do? How can I improve? How can I be one of the main attackers? I think there was a lot of other attacking players that were ahead of him back then. I used to play for academies and stuff. But he did himself credit. He worked on his craft. He listened. And I remember he then became the starting striker, and he was the top goal scorer the next season. So I know what he's capable of. I think, again, it's just getting him back into the fold this year. And we've always got that from the bench and in the squad. And I think he gives us a bit of strength in depth, inshallah.
Solid, man, solid. No, it was a good, nice little player rating. We'll just wrap that up.
So we have a bit of a dynamic there. So we got 3 players on the 9. So we're gonna man of the match.
I mean, I already gave my verdict, but I'll let you guys wrap it up.
I think we're gonna have to leave it to Ahmed Yassin this week.
What was the vibe in the changing room after the game? Like, who were the players more leaning towards as a player? Or I'm going to use man of the match. I'm not going to say player of the match. As man of the match, like who were they? Like
the players ain't picking them.
No. Usually in a changing room, you have your players.
I think when I gave a certain, I called certain names out in the changing rooms that played well. They were all cheering. And it was the same level of cheers for a few of them. So it wasn't, even they couldn't decide who was the man of the match.
So obviously, we're going to give you the luxury today between Sammy, Billy, and Saj. And Omar. Did Omar got a 9?
Omar.
Yeah, I did give Omar
a 9.
No, I didn't give Saj. I didn't give. No, actually, I did give Billy that. So I give 4 people 9s.
Yeah, but you got 2 on 9.5s, so automatically the 9.5s.
Wait, who's got 9.5?
I gave a 9.5 to Saj.
Saj and Billy.
So then obviously you narrow it down to Saj and Billy. One of my first score now. He's getting in there. Nach anyway. So you're gonna have to choose between them.
Again, I think with Saj, what he's doing, quiet, just gets on with it. I think the players love him, enjoy what he's doing, and I think if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be one of those players that can unlock defenses and unlock things for us. Can create a chance by himself, but he's a team player as well. So I love what he's doing. I think you could easily give him the man of the match. But I think at this moment, at this period of time, I think the main man, the player who's on fire for Manchester Powerhouse is Mr. Billy. I think he's the poster boy at the minute. So I'm going to give it to Billy because of not just of what he done yesterday, but what he's been doing consistently throughout the competition. I think let's put our best players up there. Saj could have got it, but I think he'll be happy for Billy taking it if he didn't get it. So
there you have it, folks.
Billy. Our man of the match, player of the match. Cool. So just to kind of like go on.
Get it right with Billy. Everyone probably Billy and thinks he's non-Somali. He's called Ahmed Abdullahi, so it's his nickname. Called Billy. So
forget those people, man. Let them have their qualms elsewhere.
Somali, they're very strong, bro. Ahmed Abdullahi, aka Billy, man of the match. I wanted to give credit to the Sheffield lads as well. Also, they played very well. Their captain, who's a decent player, good centre back. You know what I mean? He played very well. I think there's a guy that was in their left wing. No, sorry, he was in their right wing. He was solid. I mean, one or two times actually, he went on with one against our goalkeeper. Solid players, man. But yeah, I was impressed with them. They look like a team for the future, like you said earlier on. I think if they stay together and they can come in strong. But some of their players are quite young players as well.
Young players.
Yeah.
Technical players.
So I would say, yeah, keep it up. Like, make sure that you guys stay strong. Obviously, it's hard to get out this time of the tournament. But
listen,
they will do well.
Yeah, it's never nice exiting any competition. I know it will not be a nice feeling for them right now, but in terms of, as I said to their management team and their players, they've got some excellent players. I'm a fan of what they're doing up in Sheffield, and they do a lot of good community work as well. So, as I said to them, just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. From what I've seen in terms of the other competition, I think they're up there as one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the competition. They just need to work on a few little areas, improve on a few little areas, and I think they'll definitely be pushing us as well if they do that. So I look forward to that in the future, inshallah.
So now we're going to hear from obviously Ahmed Yassin after the game, and we also have Mr. Siyur himself after the game. A few of the lads obviously had a few words to say about the game, and also the Sheffield lads as well, Sheffield fans. And then we'll have a look at it as well now.
How are you today? You okay? Obviously, Sheffield are getting it today.
Wallah, it's dark.
Yeah.
Wallah, any more than this.
Yeah. Any words for Sheffield?
Wallah, they've talked a lot as well, bro. They'll come to Manchester today. It's not even 60 minutes and they're 4-0 down, man. Sad to see, bro.
Enjoy the game, man.
Yeah, wallah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
How's the game for you so far?
I think the game has been amazing. Manchester are the champions from last year, and it shows. Sheffield showed up, and I think maybe they thought they're going to come, maybe get some goals, maybe win, but they've not managed to do much. There's miles between them. Manchester are, as you can see, very experienced, very together, very structured, and I think it will be a Manchester win again when it comes to the whole Champions League, Somali Champions League.
So you predicted a champions again, yeah?
Again, I can't see any other way. I feel like from the last tournament to now, all they've done is got stronger. They know each other more. The lads, they go, you know what I mean, they do things together. So Marka, they have a good team cohesion. And the game I'm seeing now, it just looks amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Assalamu alaikum, boys. How are you doing? Yahya and Fuad. What a game.
Tough day in the office, but...
To be honest with you, the scoreline doesn't really reflect the game.
Yeah.
It's been a very good game, and I think you guys didn't take your chances.
We didn't take our chances. Yeah, that's literally what it came down to. Manchester, every chance they got, they were scoring. They were clinical. They were better on the day. The better team won, to be honest. But we did put it out there. So I think personally, Manchester's the best team in the tournament. So.
Fred, how do you see the game? Because you can see the whole game.
I think, like you said, the result doesn't reflect on the game. There's a lot of errors from us, and obviously we had a lot of chances. And in football, it's cruel. If you don't take your chances, you get punished. And I think that was the case. I think for Manchester, even had any attempt, we had 2-3 chances. If they go in, it's a different game. It gives you confidence and takes a lot of pressure off you. But despite whatever happened today, we move on, and we want to wish Manchester good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, boys. You guys played well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Next time.
Yeah, we hope you guys are the best.
Inshallah, man.
Hope you guys win it for the North.
Thank you very much. Ahmed, the legend, old school member.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
How'd you find the game today?
It was a beautiful game for a beautiful day.
Yep.
I think Manchester, they played very well. I think the other team, they were a good team, but I think they got overawed. I think they've not been this far, so I think the occasion got too big for them. But Manchester, they're looking strong again, and they can't get better from them. But I think there's strong, tougher tests to come tougher test, so they do have to step up even more.
Do you think that they are raising their game to the occasion right now, Manchester?
I think Manchester. The thing is, if the game is high, they play high. But in the past few games, it seems as though the level has dropped a little bit. But I think that's due to the competition not being as fierce. But I think that's also a weakness in any team. You've got to play every game as though it's the last game you're going to play.
So we go our next now. So hopefully let's do the job on them as well.
Yeah, I think they're looking quite good recently.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of their games on YouTube, and I think we played them here and we beat them. I think they're a good team, so I think we have to be on our A game to go for that one.
Okay, Ahmed. Thanks for the interview. All right. So here we go. So the fans of Sheffield.
Yeah.
Long travel.
Long travel, man.
Yeah.
Had to beat the traffic this morning.
How'd you find the game?
Wallahi, to be honest, I don't know where it went wrong. But to be honest with you, Manchester Powerhouse, they're a very good side. They won it last year. We was there at the final as well to watch it. We know all about them. They're a very good side with lots of experienced players. So the better team won at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean you guys didn't take a lot of chances. You guys had to take them, but obviously it looked like Manchester was on it today. All the chances.
Yeah. To be honest with you, it just looks like the Manchester players, they woke up on the right side of the bed. They took every chance that they got. We weren't clinical enough. We were non-existent in the midfield. It's just a lot of things that we need to iron out at the end of the day, just so we can come again next time and play it better.
Good day for football.
Yeah, very good day. The sun's out. Should have prepared for the weather a little bit better, but nothing can beat the weather, man.
All right, thank you very much. And good luck for the next time.
You
next
too.
year.
Hope you guys win it as well.
Let's hope so.
All right, brother.
All right. Ahmed, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What a game.
Alhamdulillah, great game. We welcomed our brothers from Sheffield, the hills of Eyes, as they say.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of family, friends, the mutual people that we all know. In terms of today, it was a playoff match. We didn't do ourselves justice in terms of the group stages, so we had to play this playoff quarter-final game to get into the automatic semi-final spot, the last remaining spot. Great game last week from Wembley, Rangers and Cardiff. Another big team. This is the problem with one-off games. If you don't bring your A game, it can cost you. And being the reigning champions, defending champions, undisputed champions, I think that's something that not everyone can say. No digs at anybody, It looks
like they turned it on when it matters.
Listen, I've always said the only team that can defeat us is ourselves. After last year, we beat the likes of Leicester, Hilltops, Cardiff. I think that the motivation and the hunger was kind of gone. But I think we've been given a few bit of motivation along the way. And I think when you wake up Manchester, it's the wrong thing to do. These boys don't need to be motivated. And I think now that they are, they want to do a back-to-back. And we're not here to take over, we're here to break records. So bring your machines, we will be coming.
It looked like it's a beautiful day for football today.
Definitely. And that's the beautiful thing. The community was out, the kids were out. Even the chairman of the competition was out. I know the semi-finals is going to really get a lot of footage, a lot of there's some big things coming this year, especially the semi-final and final. Even next season, there's even big plans that we're working on behind the scenes. So this competition is only getting better and better. The players, the talent, I can see it already from last season to this season. They're improving. Again though, there's levels to this game. I said it last year. If you haven't listened, all that everyone's taking is just a soundbite of we're taking over. How about you listen to what I said after that? Maybe if you listen, you'll hear the full plan. Some of these talent boys and players are not the best just in Manchester. They're the best in the UK. They've shown that last year. They're the best in the world, I said. I made another claim. Just be patient, but we'll show you. If you didn't get the message and did not get the memo, it will be coming soon. Subscribe, like, comment.
Yes, I would just like to say a big thank you to Asad, Ahmed, Hadal TV. MashaAllah, wallahi, I remember when you guys started, and I can see how far you guys have come in terms of the content that's going out there, some of the stories. Please, if you haven't heard or watched some of the previous content that Asad and Ahmed have done, you know, like, subscribe, comment, share these stories. Some of the stories are about our elders, their journeys. It's about sports. It's about local news, global news. We're trying, you know, I know Manchester, there's always a lot of attention is always given to the capital, London. I think we did showcase in terms of last year. Manchester has got great talent in terms of footballing players, managers, coaches. Again, we're not just only good in those fields, we're good in so many other areas. And I think this is, again, another innovation with Hadal TV. So please support and share with your friends and family and support these boys. I know I've been good friends. They're like brothers to me. We work together and we help each other. So keep helping and supporting the channel, please, inshallah. And thank you again, both of you, for the support you give to the club and the team and the organisation and charities, inshallah.